We're only 2 days away from Apple's first event of 2024, and we got some major last-minute leaks that are pretty big, so let's talk about them. First, the shining star for this event is the new 2024 iPad Pro. We've been talking about how these new iPad Pros will have OLED displays, thinner designs, landscape Face ID, and more. But we've also been saying that this new iPad Pro will be powered by the M3 chip, up from the M2 in the current iPad Pro. But what if I told you that this new iPad Pro won't get the M3 chip? Instead, this new iPad Pro will be getting the M4 chip. Yes, you heard me right, the M4. There is a lot of evidence pointing towards this. The chip IDs for these new iPad Pros don't match with the M3 chip. They actually match with the presumed M4 chip. And the model IDs for these new iPad Pros also don't match with the M3 Max. They match with presumed M4 Max. And Mark Gurman is now saying that these new iPad Pros will be getting the M4 chip at this event. But why so early? We just got M3 this past fall, so why move to M4 so quickly? Well, it's because the M3 chip actually has a flaw. Nerd talk incoming. The 3nm process the M3 chip is based on is the TSMC N3B node. But the design rules for this node don't match with the upcoming N3E, N3P, or N3X nodes. So most companies decided to skip N3B and wait for N3E, which would come out this year. But one company did not skip the N3B node, and that is Apple. And the N3B node is what's used in the A17 Pro and the entire M3 family of chips. That's why Apple wants to get rid of that node quickly and move to the M4 with the new N3E node. M4 is expected to have a much faster neural engine for AI operations, and we'll talk more about that later. Next, the new iPad Air. I mentioned in my last video that the 12.9-inch iPad Air that's coming at this event will feature the same mini LED display that's in the current 12.9-inch iPad Pro, but unfortunately that doesn't look to be the case anymore. The good news, though, is that this new iPad Pro will be cheaper than expected now that it's presumed to have an LCD display. The new iPad Air will get the M2 chip, faster Wi-Fi and Bluetooth, and a landscape FaceTime camera. The new iPad Air will start at $599 for the 10.9-inch model and $799 for the new 12.9-inch model. Next, the accessories. We've been hearing that a new Apple Pencil 3 will be coming at this event, but we're now hearing that it'll feature haptic feedback, kind of like the Mac trackpad, haptic touch on the iPhone, and haptic feedback on the Apple Watch. This could not only be useful for the iPad, but we've heard that Apple is testing Apple Pencil support for the Apple Vision Pro, so we may see that at this event. And we're also going to see a new Magic Keyboard case made out of aluminum, and it will feature a larger trackpad now. Next, AI. As I mentioned before, the M4 chip in the new iPad Pro will power more advanced AI features, and while we may not see those AI features in full detail at this event, we should see a closer look at them at WWDC 2024 next month with iPadOS 18. Tim Cook is expected to at least tease some of these new AI features with the new iPad Pros at this event as well. As for what we won't see at this event, we won't see a new iPad mini or iPad 11 at this event. They'll be coming out later this year. We also won't see the new AirPods 4 until presumably alongside the iPhone 16 this year. And we also won't see any new Macs with the M4 chips at this event. This is an iPad-only event. But also I want to talk a bit more about the event itself, because Apple has been hyping up this event in a pretty big way. In a lot of the promotional material, they say the phrase, special Apple event, which isn't usual phrasing that Apple uses. Usually they just say Apple event. But in the case of the YouTube and Instagram ads, they're making it very clear that this is a special Apple event. Apple is even going as far as to say that this is a different kind of Apple event. There's many theories going around at what this could mean, but my theory is that this event was shot and edited on iPad Pro, kind of like how the Scary Fast event was shot on iPhone this past fall. Or maybe they rendered the event on the iPad Pro or something. I don't know, but either way, it'll be pretty interesting to find out. So that's some final info about Apple's May 7th iPad event. I'm pretty excited to see what Apple has in store for this event. What are you most looking forward to from this event? Let me know in the comments.